Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining TAIN podcast, episode 09, focusing on public service. This is Sabu Azizi. I'm the host of the TAIN podcast, and we are joined by Arif Wali, who is a candidate for the Montgomery County Council in the state of Maryland. So we're going to have some good discussion. And thank you for accepting the 10 podcast invitation and joining us here in the studio.
Of course, it's a pleasure for being here, and thank you so much for the invitation, and thank you for organizing such a great podcast events for all these great leaders, for highlighting their efforts and what they are doing, raising their voices and sharing their voices to all those different communities who have never heard about us. So thank you for all the great work, and I'm excited to be a part of this podcast and looking forward to communicating with you about the different issues and about myself and Montgomery County.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arif, for the compliment and the wonderful words. It's a pleasure to have you in this studio to discuss community issues and overall your perspective on your priorities on what you're going to do when you elected. Starting with your background, could you share with us and also with the audience your background? I think that will be super helpful for the audience and also for the local community to know you, who you are, and what are your goals are.
Of course, been involved in Montgomery County for the past couple of years, working with the community members in a lot of different ways, particularly with youth. I have an organization called International Sports Organization, where we are educating our youth and our upcoming generation through sports. Our programs are totally free for all these different youth, and most importantly, all those services can be accessed from all over the Montgomery County. Sports is just one aspect to bring all these communities together. I'm proud to say that with all those great efforts, 96% of our students are on a roll, and we have hundreds of students, and last year 30 of them were also gotten selected for great colleges with the full ride. So
thank you for sharing those with us. That's good. Community work definitely matters, empowering the community and also the younger generation. Moving forward, regarding your current situation, you're a candidate for the Montgomery County Council. So I wanted to ask you that what motivated you, what inspired you, or what were the reasons behind to run for this public office and to help your community?
Of course, that's a great question, and I believe the community itself and the people around me, they were the one who motivated me. If I could do something with all those limited resources, I can do more with all these resources that we have available on the county council. So it motivated me. It gives me an energy to work for the public and also like for our own community members who sees us as leaders. They put trust on us. So I'm just going to be doing my efforts to give them results in a positive ways, raise their voices, bring fresh voices into our communities who were never heard, and of course, most importantly, bring the underserved communities. What are their thoughts? Because they also belong to our communities, and we just need to hear them. And it gives me an energy to go talk with them and bring their problems overall on a county council level, so we could work with them and make sure that they felt welcome here in Montgomery County. So it motivated me, and that's why I'm running for county council at large.
There are not too many young professionals involved in the public service. So I wanted to have this follow-up question, is that what inspires you again at this younger age to seek this position?
Myself and also like the young generation who are next to me, they're supporting me in a lot of different ways. For the past couple of years, whatever we have built as an organization or for me as an individual, it's been incredible that how much we have turned volunteers into interns and job seekers. So that gives me an energy more and more to do more for our upcoming generation. And I think so this is just the beginning of me coming and running for this position. Hopefully in near future there will be more people and more community members running for the same position, or at least getting involved in the local politics in Montgomery County. So it gives me an energy that young voices matters. Your voice can be like shape the county in a different way. So let's come together and shape this county, because at the end of the day, they are the future of Montgomery County. Just I am like I am, and I will be running. I'm running for this position.
The community will have expectation from you, right? The community will vote for someone who have key achievements, accomplishments, or a good background. So could you share with us what are some of your key achievements? What are the impact of your social and community work so far that will convince the voters to vote for you so that we can be able to secure that position?
I think so. If I could just highlight some of the main one, would be just like I won't have even words that whatever we have achieved, like having hundreds of kids, and then like making sure that they are doing good in these schools, and then 96% of them are being in on roll. That's a big achievement. And also like engaging them in positive activities. For all those great work, I was also like recognized by Montgomery County for an Unsung Hero Award, which really speaks that I'm doing something good for the communities. And also I was recognized by Baltimore Orioles for an Unsung Hero Award. So more than that, what really matters to me is, and an achievement personally for me, is the involvement of our community members, that how much we have succeeded in so much little time. So imagine if we keep on doing all these great things, we would not have all these different types of problems that we are currently facing. So I think so these are the key points, and I can go more and more in depth, and I can have like hundreds of.
Empowering the younger generation, that's important piece, right? So what is your plan? What is your strategy in empowering and also supporting the younger generation in the Montgomery County? So making sure that their voice is heard, that there are enough programs for them so that they can be a productive member of the community, right? Because they matters. What are some of your strategies? What are your plans in empowering the younger generation in this county?
I really like this question. While canvassing, I did took a lot of youth with myself. Some of the people or the community members were more interested to communicate with the youth who I had for canvassing for my campaign, and like they were so excited and they wanted to see some of these kind of youth and their kids and also their future to be involved in like positive activities, so they could learn more and more about the local politics, about their county, about their communities, and most importantly about their neighbors. So I think so these are some things that we can definitely highlight, bringing more prevention programs just to make sure that our kids are on a safer sides, and therefore they're doing good things, not getting involved in negative activities. And sports program is another thing that it brings different communities together. So I'm definitely going to be bringing all these different things, and most importantly cultural events where they can come and share culture. And that's also like a demand that while speaking with all these different residents, they were demanding. Most importantly, another one, which is the last one, is like educating them about local politics, so they have an idea. I have seen and worked with a lot of youth, they don't even know how to register, how to be a registered voter. So we are lacking, they don't have a voice in shaping this county. We just want to make sure to give them that voice so they have a chance to select someone who can make a real impact in the community.
Good. In terms of support, in terms of collaboration, right? So how are you going to convince the local community to support you and also coordinate with you, or overall collaborate on your goals? So, and what support, what collaboration do you expect from them?
I just expect their support, just to trust me enough to send their kids, and I would definitely be engaging them in positive ways.
That's good. So trust you. Like, how are you gonna ensure? How are you gonna convince them to trust you? Right? Trust is an important piece. So how you convince them? Based on what do you convince them to trust you to be able to support your campaign?
Yeah, all of my achievement of whatever I have assets, my students currently check their performance, check their activities, where they are and where they were previously. I think so that could, these are results can speak up by themselves. And most importantly, being a community members and being my neighbors and being in the same community, they definitely should trust me enough to support their upcoming generation.
But overall, have you able to show something to the community so far? to gain their trust? Are those accomplishments really visible within the community?
Yes, I hosted for especially for youth. We are talking about youth right now. Just to be clear, we have hosted a lot of tournaments here in the DMV area, particularly in Montgomery County. And whatever we have accomplished, I don't think so anyone else did. We brought cricket here to the Montgomery County public schools. So then we want to make sure that all these different communities are together. And there was a point that they couldn't even speak. Most of the immigrant families, especially, they couldn't speak English. Now they're fluent in English. And also, like for citizen and minorities, they're getting another opportunity to learn something new from the immigrant community. So it's just like giving back and forth to the community. And also hosted a lot of events and other programs. My plan is just to run this campaign solely on my community members funds. So that's number one. And number second, if interested, like they can come and canvas with me and knock doors, educate the county people, and ask them what are their needs, so we could help them and answering their question, and also like resolving their problems. So I think so that could be another one. And if possible, also like social media help efforts at any possible way, even like putting a comments, giving me a positive message, that would also give me a big boost in my campaign, that I'm definitely visible to all these different communities.
Okay, in terms of priorities, right? I want to hear some of your top priorities that you're going to focus on. And also, what areas would you focus when you elected?
Yeah, my priority is like affordable housing, which is an important thing that most of the people recently they have been moving out of Montgomery County, and I have personally witnessed all these most of the communities, and because I have been serving like in Montgomery County for a while, especially with the youth. They are born and raised here. They're finally moving out of Montgomery County just because of high rent. We need to have programs which can support these kind of low-income families, build more and more.
But what kind of programs are you gonna try to have to be able to resolve the housing issues?
Rent stabilization, bring more housing, so there is like more affordability. Now we have houses are very an apartment complex. They are very expensive. So I think so implementing some kind of programs that it could help like all these people to stay here in Montgomery County, where they have been born and raised, and they're proud to call Montgomery County their home. They shouldn't be just living because of not having affordable housing. Another one is supporting small businesses and attracting one new to our community. This is another important thing, because like it's going to create more jobs here in Montgomery County. We are going to have more people working.
So your plan is to attract new small businesses to be active in the Montgomery County?
Yeah, attract new businesses, begins new businesses from other counties, so they could come to see the diversity we have in Montgomery
The other
County.
important question is that how to retain, how to keep them operating in the local community. What support would you provide them to be able to have them stable? I mean, I'm talking about the current small businesses. In order to retain them, in order to keep them involved, what support would you provide them? Are you gonna hear their concerns, their voices, and be able to help them with their issues?
Of course, that's one thing, being a leader, that I have to listen to them, what are their issues, and then working with them through all those different areas, because every business will have different issues. Educating them about the business, what is lacking that their business is not running, like educating them that how can you be more successful, bringing more programs which could educate them about businesses and expansion of businesses. So I think so that's definitely what we can do. And financially wise, like maybe like bring some programs, grant programs, so they can be also supported, because not every time a business can make the same amount of money, especially in the first few years. They needed to be supported in the first couple of years, so they could go to a place or like reach to a goal that where they can maintain themselves without rent, without all these grant program. Because at the end of the day, the business will be paying taxes. Where is it going? It's coming back to Montgomery County. It's just like a recycle.
How is the situation of the employment in the Montgomery County? Have you observed any issues with that?
Yeah, I did. Like a lot of people which are very well qualified, they are jobless, especially with the current situation. Federal government has shut down So of course, we need to have more programs to support these kind of people. We need to be mentally prepared. Who would have expected that the government will be shut down for approximately 20 days? What are they eating? How are they paying their rent? How can we support them? So job employment, the employment, there needs to be more employment opportunities. Because this is something that you are running your daily life on it, and you just have to wait for that 1 week check. You can be just waiting from other source of income. So another thing which can really help is, especially this is for the immigrant communities, that they're very well qualified, and I have experience and I have worked with people, but because of their English skills, they're not able to get into the job industries. For that reason, we need to have more English resources where we could educate them.
So they can be able to improve their English skills and then be in the job market.
Yes, exactly. And also like learn about the American culture, because back home and also in other countries, we have like 4 or 5 pages resumes, while here it's max 1 or 2 page. So just educating them about like, okay, what are the needs? What are the expectation here? So I think so we need to have all these solution for the communities. And if we have all these solution, I believe we will have like very less problems here in Montgomery County.
You previously mentioned about the International Sports Organization. So I wanted to ask a question like, what motivated you to found that organization, and what was the initial vision and the purpose of that organization?
Yeah, it motivated me when I came to America. I saw that there is all these different sports available. It started from cricket, and I wanted to bring cricket in Montgomery County so we could engage like other communities who are interested in playing cricket. So that's how it began, and now we are at a stage that we have multiple sports available, including soccer, boxing, which are new things. And another vision was that if people can't afford to pay for sports, they have a resource which is available for them totally free. Not only that, we also provide them public transportation by going with them in public transportation. So I think that these are some things that we need to go and work with all these underserved communities who can't afford to pay for all these clubs. So I think that the motivation was just to bring all these communities together, have a peaceful time, welcoming environment for all these different communities. And believe me, we have been very, very successful. Some of the parents, they just bring their kids to our program so they can get to engage with all these diverse communities which are coming to our programs. And it is giving me more and more energy to support our community.
Are you planning to expand this organization and also to have some more operations to kind of help the community members and overall to bring the communities together?
Yeah, of course, that's my vision. Of course, it would never stop. And now we have recently also like have a new initiative that we have a membership that people can access it from all over the America. Of course, sports is going to be one aspect of it, but like all the other stuff, academic help, college application help. So they could come and reach out to us, and if they can afford, they can just pay $10 a month, or if they can't, it can be freely available for them. We just want to give every single opportunities to our communities members to be successful, and that's my mission.
Great. Another important question regarding the younger generation or young professionals. What is your message to the younger generations interested in the public service or in the local politics, and how they can achieve their goals in serving their community?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great question. And I think so like my message for youth is not only for youth, but particularly for everyone, that your voice matters. Come out and speak up for yourself. Fight for your rights. No one is going to come and knock on your door. Yes, there will be opportunities, but get involved in positive activities. It's not only by running to a political position. Involve in campaign, get involved in a volunteer position here in the Montgomery County. That's how we build our communities, by working together. My message is just simple. Come out, support each other, be on a positive track. We have so many opportunities here. Get involved. Get involved if it's anything positive. And your voice matters, and youth is the future of our county, and they can shape our county in a lot of different ways. Their voices matters. We need to hear their voices and support them and their voices.
Well, thank you so much for your time and also this engaging conversation, and also providing information on your background and also your priorities, and also overall seeking the support of the local community to help you with your campaign. Again, thank you, and wishing you the best.
Of course, thank you for giving me an opportunity to come and talk to you. You are doing an amazing work, and hopefully to see you soon and join you in another podcast. And for the audience, please don't forget to support me. Thank you for listening to our podcast, and thank you, Mr. Azizi, once
Take
again.
care. Thank you.
Thank you.